Hi everyone, today we're going to make this vintage style pot holder, and the written pattern is available for free on my website, tiffanybliss.com. So a little bit of a backstory. This is actually a vintage pattern and one that I've loved for many years, just like probably a lot of you. Originally, this pattern is from the Spool Cotton Company crochet book entitled Potholders, and it's from 1948. It has since fallen out of copyright and into the public domain. But here's the thing. It was originally designed for a size 7 crochet hook. So this is a size 6, but that small. And you can see the difference here. This is the size G6 that we're going to be using, and this is a size 6 for crochet thread. Since it was using such a small crochet hook, obviously it was using crochet thread instead of yarn. Not to mention the pattern, to me anyway, maybe not to you, but to me it was very difficult to understand and to read because it was written in an old-fashioned way. And that makes sense because it was over 75 years old. So what I did was I took that original pattern from 1948, I rewrote it so that it's modern, easier to read. It also had to be changed in different places because we're using a number 4 yarn, and also because the design had to be changed slightly in different places. It's not really a new pattern, but it's not the original old pattern either, if that makes sense. But it was in the public domain, so I feel fine about this. So now that you have the backstory, which I don't even know if you needed or wanted, but you have it now, let's get started making this. I think it turned out really pretty. I'm really excited to share this with you. And of course, remember, the pattern is free on my website, tiffanybliss.com. The actual link will be down below. Let's get started. To begin with, I'm using a G6 or 4.25 millimeter hook and number 4 worsted weight yarn you can find everywhere. This is the most common weight used today. Also, I just want to point out it's important to use a natural yarn when you make pot holders or anything that's going to be subjected to heat, because acrylic yarn has a very low melting point and it's not really great to use. So all the yarn I'm using is cotton today. So I'm going to start by making a magic circle. If you don't know how to make a magic circle, I have a video online that will show you how. Okay, so once you've made your magic circle, we're going to chain 5. This counts as a double crochet plus a chain 2 space. We're going to double crochet in the ring now. And then chain 2. We're going to do this 7 times. Meet you back when I've got them all. So that gives us 8 total double crochets in the ring, because remember, the first chain 5 counted as a double crochet plus a chain 2. So now that that's finished, we're going to close up the ring. And now we're just going to continue on to round 2. Round 2, in each space, we're going to work a single crochet, a half double crochet, 3 double crochets, a half double crochet, and a single crochet. So these are going to make the petals of the flower. So we're going to start with a single crochet, then a half double, then 3 double crochets, so 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do the other side of the petal, which is going to be a half double, and then a single. Okay, so there's our first petal. So now we're going to do the next petal. Let's do it again. Single crochet, half double, 3 double crochets, 1, Oops. Two and three, and then a half double, and a single. It's pretty simple. That's our second petal. Now I'm going to go around and do the rest of them, and then I'll meet you back. Okay, so here it is. There's 8 petals total. I'm going to pull the center so you can kind of see how it's starting to look. It's starting to look like a little flower. Okay, so for the next round, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn your work. You're going to single crochet into this chain space, and then you're going to chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. In between the next 2 petals, single crochet, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just do this around. You're like dropping down and working behind the first row. And this is what it should look like at the end. So now once you get to this point, it kind of looks wrong, but it's not. It's fine. So now in each chain 4, this will be your first one, you're going to work a single crochet, half double crochet, 5 double crochet, half double crochet, and then a single crochet. So we're making more petals, only this time we're doing 5 double crochets in the center instead of 3. So let's do this. Single crochet, half double crochet, one, two, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets, half double crochet, and a single crochet. That's our first petal, and it's starting to build up, as you can see. Let's do another one because I'm not sure if I was on camera for that one. Okay, single crochet, half double crochet, one, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, half double, and a single. So we're going to do this in every chain 4 space around, and I'll meet you back up at the end. So now we're going to chain 4. 1, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to put our single crochet, because we're going to make another row of petals. We're going to put our single crochet in between the petals just like before to make another foundation row for our next row of petals. Then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4 chain and single crochet into the next one. So basically we're just building up our flower. So we'll just do that around. Okay, so this is our flower so far. Now in each loop we're going to make a single crochet, half double crochet, 7 double crochets, half double crochet, and a single crochet. So we're increasing it from 5 to 7 for the double crochets in the middle of the petal. So let's go. We've got single crochet, half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you're just going to do that around. Okay, so finish that row. And now this is what your flower should look like. It's kind of a lot, but it's gonna look really cute in the end. So now, finishing that row, this is our last row of petals we're going to do. So now we have to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and make our post like before. So we're going to do a single crochet in between those petals. Chain 4. And then a single crochet in between the next petals and just go around like we did. This is basically round 3 and 5 repeated for the most part. So I'll meet you back when we're done for our last row of petals. Okay, now that we've made our last foundation row for our last row of petals, this round is just a little bit different. So we're going to work a single crochet, a half double crochet, 7 triple crochets, double crochet, half double crochet, and a single crochet. Then we're going to fasten off the red. So let's get started. Single crochet, half double, double crochet, 7 triple crochets. Okay, so you can see that this is really going to stand out a lot more, and see how it's building up. It's going to look so pretty. So now we're going to make our last petal all the way around, and I'm kind of excited. This is going to be so pretty. So I'll meet you back at the end. When you get to the end, you're going to fasten off. Okay, so here is the rose. Obviously, we're going to pull the center, and it's going to be absolutely freaking adorably perfect. Okay, so now we're going to add the green. So now at the tip of the petal, tip of any petal, we're going to attach our green. I'm using this green. You can use any green you like, but this is the one I'm using. Okay, to the top. Okay, so right here. So attach the green to the top of the petal, and now we're going to chain 4. Now in the same spot, we're going to make a 2 triple crochet cluster. So basically it's a 2 triple crochet together. It's also called a cluster though, so here's how you do it. Start your triple crochet, going like normal, going like normal. You don't pull through the last 2 loops. Start your next triple crochet. Everything is good until the last one, and now we're going to pull through all 3. Now for this first one, we only made 2 triple crochets together instead of 3, and that's because this chain 4 counts as a triple crochet. Now we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to make a 3 triple crochet together in the same spot as the last one. So triple crochet, one, 2, basically it's like making triple crochets, but you are not pulling through the last 2 loops. Whoops. Well, that messed up, didn't it? So because I just did a 3 triple crochet together, I have 4 loops on the hook, and for this last part I'm going to pull through all 4, and that gives us a leaf. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do it again. So regular triple crochet to start with, and pull through all 4. That's our first leaf section. Now we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then single crochet into the center of the next petal and chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to the center of the next petal, the center treble, and we're going to make a cluster of 3 treble crochets together. And then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to make our next leaf, which is 3 treble crochets together again. And pull through all 4 loops and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll make our last leaf. And that brings us back to chaining 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we single crochet into the center treble and chain 7 again. Okay, so I'm going to finish this round and I will see you back in a minute. And at the end, you're going to join to the first chain 4 and fasten off. Whoop, like that. This is what we have so far. Very nice. Now we're going to start with the white. I'm going to be using an ecru. I was going to use white, but I just think it's just a little too harsh and not really the look I'm going for. So I'm going to use the off-white. Ecru, off-white, you know, whatever you got. So now we're going to attach the white to one of these center leaves. So right here, like that. And now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to make 2 double crochets in the same stitch. One, two. Chain 1. And we're going to make 3 double crochets in the next chain space. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to chain 1. And we're going to make 3 double crochets in the next chain space. Chain 1. 1, and in the same space we're making 3 double crochets again. Chain 1, and then 3 double crochets in the next stitch. Chain 1, and in that same space 3 double crochets again. Chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and at the top of the center leaf we're going to make 3 double crochets, chain 1, and 3 double crochets again, because this is going to actually be the corner piece. Chain 1 again, and 3 double crochets in the next one, and you're just going to continue around this way, and I'll meet you back at the end when we finish this round. Okay, so I've worked my way around, and this is how it looks so far. Got a lot of loose yarn pieces still, of course. So that's what it's looking like. So when you get to the end, you've chained 1. So now you're going to slip stitch into this first stitch. And then we're just going to slip stitch our way through over to this next chain space right here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and then we're going to make 2 double crochets into this space, chain 1, go to the next space, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and just work our way around. When you get to the corner, that's the only time it's going to be different, and then the only difference is you chain 3 in between. So 3 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets. That's going to be the only time that it changes. So I'm going to finish this round and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, after 2 rounds, this is what we have. And remember, we're going to put a border around the edge. But once you get to this point, we have to make a back because this would make a very poor pot holder just like this. You will burn yourself. Now we're going to make the back. So now to make the back, we're going to start with a magic circle. And we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This counts as a double crochet. So now we're going to make 2 double crochets in the ring. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to make 3 double crochets in the ring. So now we're going to do it again until we form a square. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch into the first chain 3. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to double crochet in each double crochet across. In the corner we're going to make 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, make 2 more double crochets, 1, and double crochet in the top of each stitch around. So we're just going to do this until we have something as big as this. So we made 8 rounds, and now we're going to join the front and back pieces together. So we're going to start in the corner, and I'm using black as my border. Loop that in, and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to make 3 double crochets in the same corner. Now we're going to chain 15. Chain 15, and then we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch, and that makes a loop. So we made our loop, and now we're going to make 4 double crochets in the same space. We're going to single crochet into the next space. Actually, we should probably make sure that all the corners are right. So I'm just going to take some little pieces of yarn and make sure that all the corners line up. I guess you could use stitch markers too, but I don't have that many stitch markers. Might even be a good idea to make sure that it's evenly spaced. So I'm just going to add yarn pieces down the row here. Kind of like basting, I guess. I guess I could have just basted it. You know what? That's a better idea. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to baste it. So in sewing, basting is done a lot, but I don't really see it utilized in crochet, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I just have never seen it. I just really want to make sure that my edges line up the way I intend them to be, and I don't want to get to the end of this project and go, oh no, this didn't line up like I wanted. Okay, now this is all basted together. Kind of looks pretty with the line there, even though I'm going to take it out. Okay, I'm going to take out these right now because I can already tell it's going to be, well, I don't know, maybe I should leave them. I'll take it out. Okay. Now we can be sure that these corners are going to line up and I'm going to be happy. In the next space, right here, we're going to make 3 double crochets. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the 3rd chain. So 1, 2, 3, single crochet right here, and 3 double crochets again. Okay, so when you do that chain 3 and then you go back and you make a single crochet, that's called a picot. I don't know how to pronounce it, P-I-C-O-T, and we're going to be doing that throughout. Then we'll single crochet into the next space, and then make another 3 double crochets, chain 3, single crochet into that first stitch you made, and then 3 more double crochets. When you get to the middle section, you're not going to put a single stitch. You're going to do another triangle straight away. And then you'll go back to single stitch triangle. So now in the next section, we're going to do a single stitch. And so this part will be different than the rest. Okay, here it is after I've ironed it a bit. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and let me know if there's another vintage pattern that you would like me to rework. A lot of the vintage patterns that look so pretty are using very small crochet thread instead of yarn, and you know, I'm just excited to kind of rework these and make them more modern. But let me know if there's a pattern specifically that you'd like me to make in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.